Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is day 10 of bookmas, right? 10, which is absolutely crazy. But we do have a little of adjustment today. Today we are reading Color Wheel Chooses My Reads. And I originally was going to do 3 books. All my videos are going to be 3 books long. But as we've been going on this, there is no way I'm going to finish enough books to read 3 books for each video by the end of the year. That being said, I think we're just gonna do 2 in each video, and I'm gonna try to shift things around and hopefully we can get 3 in some of the later videos. We're just gonna do 2, and that's okay. And that is okay. So I'm literally just gonna send you on to past Scotland to read the 2 books that we read and to choose the books and to read the 2 books that we read, and then I'll see you back here when you're done. All right, I got my color wheel, and so we are gonna spin to see what book we're gonna read. These ones will probably not be Christmas books. Not probably, they're not gonna be Christmas books because I'm just gonna pick them off of my TBR shelf, but it's just gonna be a fun way to read. I did cheat a little tiny bit because I took out lime because I have started this video like 4 times and got lime every time. So we took out lime. I don't even think I have any lime books, like, because I tried. So. Also, this is my show, so we're gonna do what I want. Anyway, we're just gonna spin and then go pick a book and do that 3 times all right now. So let's see what we get. Very Christmassy. Okay, red. Now we're gonna search for a red book that I have on my TBR cart. I also have some books over here, but most of them are in a series or are waiting to be read for other videos. So we're gonna focus our attention over here. Another thing that I'm really kind of paying attention to here is trying to get books from my 25 for 2025 TBR off of here as well. No, it's not. This is a red book. This one could work. We also have the Final Girl Support Group. We've got The Housemaid's Secret. I just read The Housemaid and it was pretty good. I'm excited to watch the movie. So hopefully it's good. Let's see. Oh, we've got The Perfect Marriage. We might be able to count this one. It's a little bit of a stretch. That one's not read. Okay, the only other red one I have is Good Girl, Bad Blood, but I haven't read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder yet. Oh, and this one. Anna, the Prophetess by H.B. Moore. This is more of a maroon color. Yeah. And then I've got Queen of Shadows from the Throne of Glass series. Whoa. But I haven't read Heir of Fire yet, so that one's not on there. So here's our 5 options. To be honest, I'm going to pick Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix because I've been super excited to read this book. And I feel like it'll be a very quick read. Is that a... Or is that part of the book? Oh, it's part of the book. So I'm not going to read what it was. So our first book is The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. I'm excited for that one. Oh dear. I need to put all these back. That one wasn't there. This one was here. That one goes there. And there. Okay, cool. Now let's spin again. Light green? Are you for real? Oh no. I hope I find any other book. Oh no. This one is a stretch, but I think it's more teal. Can you guys see that? Yeah, it's definitely more teal. Oh, okay. Okay. Here's a light green-ish. No, that's too gray. Dang it. Okay. Okay. This one's a good one for me to read. I've been putting it out for a while. Trust of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. I'm excited to get to this one. Just the only book I've read by Brandon Sanderson was a very long read because they're very dense books. So I've been putting it off. But our light green is going to be Trust the Emerald Sea because that's the closest I've got to light green. I didn't even think about light green being the same as lime. Okay, it's fine. I didn't get to cheat. So thank you for keeping me on the straight and narrow color wheel. Okay, last one. Let's see what else we're gonna read in this video. Teal. Okay, I actually have quite a few teal. We've got After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It looks more white in the camera, but it looks teal to my eyeballs. We've got Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren, which I think this one has spice in it, so that's why I'm kind of leaning away from it. Because I'm not reading spice on the channel, or trying not to. I'm not picking spice for the channel, I guess. If there's spice, we'll talk about the fact that it has spice and that I wasn't expecting it. Okay, and then I've also got This Time Next Year, but I'm reading that in a vlog at like the beginning of January, reading New Year's books. So, because I have a couple of those I'm excited to read. So, here are our options. I think I'm going to go, especially since Trust the Emerald Sea is so big, I'm going to go for The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. I've heard that it reads fairly quickly, and I'm not sure if Tangled Up in You has spice in it or not. So, we're going to go with The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. Let's put these away. And just a little recap. We got The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix, Trust the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson, and The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. I have no idea which book I'm going to start first. So, I'm going to send you to Future Scotland, and we'll both be surprised at what she chooses. All right, it is time for a check-in. I am officially halfway through Trust the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. I am immersive reading it, so I'm listening to it and reading it at the same time. I love Brandon Sanderson. This is only my second book by him, but he's an amazing author. I love how creative he is. This book, the narrator is so unique. I love listening to the narrator and like the character. I love having a narrator that's a character in the book. So fun. There's so much dry humor that I'm just like having the best time with. I am 50% of the way through right now. I do think this will be like a 4.5 star book. I'm not 100% sure yet, but yeah, I'm just gonna sit down and read. I thought I'd do a little check-in. And currently in the book this story, stop. I will tell you about the book next check-in. All right, I'm gonna start reading and talk to you guys when I'm done. All right, I am on page 296 of Trust the Emerald Sea, which means I am like nearly done. I will for sure finish it tonight, but I had to read this quote to you. Brandon Sanderson is just so good. Anyway, here we are. What had happened to her? Wait, this is like a whole page, so I'm sorry, but I need to share this with you guys. Trouble was, her mind didn't seem to work right anymore. Where it had once seized upon ideas with a predatory vigor, now it seemed trapped in a room, scratching uselessly at the walls with nothing to show for the effort. What had happened to her ingenuity? Her self-defining thoughtfulness? She grew more and more frustrated as each day slipped away from her, leaving no further progress than frazzled hair and another scribbled-out page in the notebook. What was wrong with her? Nothing. Nothing was wrong with Tress. Her mind was functioning properly. She hadn't lost her creativity. She hadn't run out of ideas. She was simply tired. We want to imagine that people are consistent, steady, stable. We define who they are, create descriptions to lock them on a page, divide them up by their likes, talents, beliefs. Then we pretend some, perhaps most, are better than we are because they stick to their definitions while we never quite fit ours. Truth is, people are as fluid as time is. We adapt to our situation like water in a strangely shaped jug, though it might take us a little while to ooze into all the little nooks. Because we adapt, we sometimes don't recognize how twisted, uncomfortable, or downright wrong the container is that we have been told to inhabit. We keep going that way for a while. We can pretend we fit the jug, awkward nooks and all. But the longer we do, the worse it gets. The more it wears on us, the more exhausted we become. Even if we're doing nothing at all, because simply holding the shape can take all the effort in the world. More if we wanted to make it look natural. So, God, oh my goodness. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. I don't have the brain room to talk about why I like that quote so much. I feel like it's self-explanatory, but I also really want to finish this book. So I'll probably deep dive later, but there you go. Enjoy. Also, peep my new pink pillowcases. All right, I finished Trust the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson literally seconds ago. I'm not sure what I'm going to rate it yet. Because I just finished it, I want to give it 5 stars, but I don't know if it's quite a 5-star book. I got to think about it for a minute. Brandon Sanderson is amazing. I need to meet him, I have decided now. I did not expect anything where this book was going. At the beginning, I was like, wow, it's a cute book. Not a ton is happening. I mean, stuff's happening, but, like, it's a cute little, like, fairy tale. It's not. There's so much more to it than I expected there to be. I just told my husband that he needs to get me Yumi and the Nightmare Painter so that I can start reading the rest of the secret projects, because how fun. I also read Warbreaker first, so I met Hoyd there. But anyway, everybody told me to read this one first. I didn't really feel like either way, like, it's fine either way. If you haven't read Warbreaker or Trust the Emerald Sea, like, either. This is my first introductions into the Cosmere, and I would say that these are good places to start. I do say, like, they read very, very differently from each other, which is, like, amazing that Brandon Sanderson is able to do that to make them sound so different. I'm just very impressed. Anyway, I don't even know what else to say about this book that's not, like, gonna spoil it. One thing, the oceans in this are so cool. They're, like, not water, they're spores. And, like, using, like, air moving through the spores, that's how you, like, sail on the oceans. So cool. And then also, Hoyd is such an interesting narrator. I hope that's how you say it. I don't know. He's such an interesting narrator. He's so funny. And also, like, it's so cool to see how Brandon Sanderson was able to write Hoyd as a character, still represent him as a character, but also represent him with the curse as the narrator. Like, so interesting. I am very, very impressed with this book, even more than Warbreaker, I think. And I really enjoyed Warbreaker. I think part of this also is that I listened to it as well as physically reading it. And the narrator did a really good job. I don't know who the narrator was, but they did a really, really amazing job. So, super, super impressed with this book. I'm going to rate it 5 stars, because why not? Who cares? Okay, so 5 stars for Trust the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. And the next book I'm going to pick up is The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. Finally, I've been saying I'm going to pick up this book forever. I do have the audiobook on Libby that I'm going to listen to and read at the same time as well. Do an immersive read of this. But yeah, I will check in when I'm like halfway through The Villa. Alright, good morning. Here's my lineup this morning. We've got The Villa by Rachel Hawkins, which I'll do a check-in for it in just a second. We've got the Winter Edition Red Bull. Ugh, I'm so obsessed with them. I can't even. And then a Premier Protein vanilla protein drink for breakfast. Now for The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. Oh, and my headphones because we're going to immersive read. The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. I am 40% of the way through this book. I don't feel like I have a ton of thoughts yet. I mean, I'm really enjoying how the mystery is being told to us. Like, we've got 2 different POVs, and then we've got the book written by one of the girls, which is really interesting. I haven't read a book like this before. I didn't know anything about this book going into it. So, I'm expecting thriller vibes, but I don't know if I'm getting thriller vibes. I was expecting thriller vibes. But I think it's actually, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be thriller vibes. I'm not sure what to expect. It feels more almost like just general fiction with the side of murder. Anyway, so it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. So far, I'm enjoying it. Definitely not one of my favorite books of the year. Probably if I knew what to expect, I'd like it better. But overall, like, I enjoy the writing style. I'm enjoying how everything is being revealed to us. Right now, I'm feeling a 4-star read. Pretty decent. Just not my favorite of the year. So, we'll see how the end of the book is and what I think after that. Yeah, I'm going to get into it and hopefully finish it today. See you guys when I've finished the book. All right. Hi. Hello. It is now 11 almost, and I finished The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. I think I'm gonna rate this book 4 stars. It was super fun. I definitely not what I expected at all. It definitely gave like thrillery vibes, but more in like a literary fiction sense. And I say this is more of a compliment than I did the first time. The first time I was kind of like, man, it feels like slightly boring for what I was expecting. And now I'm like, sheesh, it's pretty good. Definitely super interesting and super fun. I was shocked by the ending. That being said, I don't try to figure out the ending in books. I definitely I just experience it as it goes. Sorry, I'm just fidgeting. I don't know why, but it's fine. I just vibe. I just experience the book as it goes. And so like me not figuring it out, there's probably gonna be people that are like, well, I figured it out. I knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't care to guess. You know, like there are sometimes I'm reading a book and I do guess. I do try to guess. I do want to know what happened and everything, but I just didn't. And it was more enjoyable for me that way, right? So it kind of depends on the book for sure. Okay, we're gonna set you up because I want to keep taking out my hair. Anyway, I think I'd like to read more Rachel Hawkins. Like, I'm not against reading more Rachel Hawkins, but that being said, like, I don't feel like an urgency to read one of her books. Like, if it happens, it happens. Okay, I'm gonna rate it a 4 star. That being said, I'm changing how I rate books next year a little bit, because like my worst books of the year, I posted a video the other day, yesterday as in this video. I don't know when this video is gonna go up. But I posted a video the other day talking about my best and worst books of the year, and my lowest rated book was a 3 star. That's crazy, because I definitely disliked quite a few books. So I'm gonna shift things around a little bit. So for next year's vibes, this would probably be a 3.5 star, but I'm going to give it a 4 star because my 3.5 star books that I really disliked. So that's not true. I really enjoyed this book, but just not my favorite. Anyway, I'm still glad I read it. I'm not going to give it the book or anything. Yeah, all that being said, moving on to the next one. Also, look at this cute bookmark I got. I got it for my book club's like Christmas exchange. I also got the Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. I'm pretty sure was the book that I got. So that'll definitely be in one of the reading vlogs soon because I'm so excited to read it. So anyway, the next book that we are going to read is The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix, which you already knew that because it's the last book from the Color Wheel. I'm really hoping to finish it today so I can post this video today, but I haven't started it. So we'll see how much time I get to read. I also don't have the audiobook for this one. That's one thing with Tress of the Emerald Sea and The Villa. I had the audiobooks for both of them so I could immersive read them, and that went a lot faster because, okay, let's have actually a chat here really fast, and then I got to get ready for work. Or then I should get ready for work. When I read on my own, I can read relatively quickly, but I get distracted easily. Then when I'm listening to books, I listen to them at about 2 times speed. If I listen to them any slower, I can't focus on it. Any faster, I can't understand it, right? But while I'm listening and reading at the same time, I listen on 3 times speed, because if I go any slower, I read faster than the narrator. That being said, I can't get distracted when reading and listening on 3 times speed because then I won't know what's going on because it's really fast. So, immersive reading it and listening on 3 times speed gets me through the books at my reading pace, but without the distractions because I literally can't get distracted. So, anyway. So that's a little disappointing that I don't have the audiobook for The Final Girl Support Group. I did try to get on Libby, but it says 7 weeks wait or something. I'm not going to worry about waiting for it because I want to get this read for you. Oh, also, this is a horror book. I kind of thought it was like a little chill. Huh. Interesting. I don't really read horror thrillers, so it's interesting that we have 2 in one video. It's fine. I'm excited to read this one, and I don't feel like it'll take me too long to read it because, like, I mean, it's like 300 pages. Yeah, 340. Yeah, 340. And then there's also, like, I mean, the font's not too small or anything. And then there's also these pages in it. Like, I really don't think it'll take me this long. And if it's a horror book, they go so fast because I will stay up all night reading it because I will be too terrified to go to sleep. So, all that being said, I'm gonna get ready for work so that while I wait to be ready for work, while I wait for my client to show up, I can read this book. So, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you when I'm about halfway through the Final Girl support group. Hello, welcome back. Hopefully you guys had a great time watching me read those reads. I'm sorry we didn't get to the Final Girl support group. I am still planning on trying to read it before Bookmas is over, so you may see it in some of my other videos. I do have some places that it could fit in if I get around to it. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I am filming a 24-hour readathon this weekend, so keep your eyes peeled. I have no idea what's gonna get posted tomorrow. So don't expect, I don't know what to expect. I mean, I got caramel on my finger. Anyway, make sure you come back tomorrow for day 11 of Bookmas.